My guest tonight is a superstar. He's also an anomaly. In the make-believe world of Bollywood, he stands alone, unstarry and real. Brave performer, fine human being. I'm proud to have a rendezvous with Aamir Khan.
Just let your thoughts, your dreams unfold. Let's talk of love, of tales untold. Speak so I can see your soul. Speak so I can see your soul.
Aamir, it is delightful to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here, Simi.
You know, I haven't seen you in ages.
Yes, I think it's been about 8 years or so.
Yeah.
I remember my wife and me had come over for dinner to your house.
I wish your wife had come over here as well. Fame does a funny thing, doesn't it? You know, it makes everybody feel that they know you. They see you in film after film, and they feel, oh, we know Aamir. But actually, they don't know the real Aamir, do they?
Well, actually, this is something I've often thought of when I meet somebody who's seen my films, and the way they meet me is as if they know me. Hi, how are you? It's the way they say hi, you know.
And they call you Aamir.
Of course, and but the person I see is a stranger, you know. So I often feel that is an unfair advantage that my fans or my audience has over me, that they get to see me and they know me, and I really don't know them.
But what would you say is the most significant thing the people don't know about you?
I'm just a simple kind of a guy. I mean, I don't know whether I've got any qualities which would stand out. I try and be as straightforward as I can in my dealings and in professional or personal. And fairly sensitive, I guess, emotional. But most people think they are.
It's true.
Yeah, so I'm just your average, you know, Indian person.
Not very average, but it doesn't matter. You know, when I spoke to Shabana, she said that she can't show emotions, she can't cry in real life. And that's why perhaps she needs acting as a catharsis. Shah Rukh says, an actor is a man who's not happy being himself, so he needs to be other people. What is acting for you?
Actually, for me, it's neither of these two things. I cry freely in my personal life, and I don't hide my emotions. I'm a person who emotes freely, and in fact, my friends make fun of me because I get homesick really easily. So when I'm not in town and I'm watching television or something, and I watch an ad, I start crying. It reminds me of home, something, So I don't think it's because I'm not happy with myself that I have to become somebody else. No, I don't feel it's that either. It gives me a high to be able to perform a character, get into the mind of a character.
But is it important for you to feel?
It is.
It is.
It is important for me. And if and when I do feel really strongly during a shot, I feel good about it.
How much of your acting is pretense and how much of it is genuine?
When I'm really into the shot, and for that moment, I really feel like that character is feeling. And that's like magic, Those are the moments I really feel thrilled with myself.
What about the sexual chemistry between you and the actresses? I mean, how do you do that? Did you feel that?
Well, I try to be quite honest, actually. When I'm working with an actress and I'm supposed to be in love with that person, I do make a genuine attempt to feel, when I'm looking into the eyes of the person, to feel real love for the girl in front of me. I mean, once the shot is over, I come out of it.
Don't love her anymore.
No, I mean...
Manisha Koirana reminded you that you gave very indifferent, unfriendly vibes during Akele Hum Akele Tum. And you told her, oh, but the script required me to be like that.
Manisha was really mad with me when she heard this. But anyway, the script required that, we don't get along. And,
yeah, I know that.
And stuff like that. So when I started doing the film, I just maintained a certain distance from her.
Suppose you had to be a very passionate lover, what would you have done then?
then I'd be, warm, really warm with her. I'd be really friendly with her. And I think with such beautiful women in front of me, it's not so difficult.
Okay, so doesn't it come in the way sometimes? So you can get emotionally involved or emotionally attracted to such beautiful women. How do you handle that?
Well, actually, so far it has not been a problem with me because I guess the kind of person I am, I can't fall in love with more than one person at a time. And right now I'm madly in love with my wife and I really care for her. I really love her. So I don't feel emotionally for any other woman or girl. And so it's not been something that has, been something I have to deal with or something that's been troubling me. And yes, I've worked with a lot of very attractive women. I'm sitting in front of one right now. So, that's how it is.
I always wanted to ask you, Aamir, when you dressed as a woman in Bazi, how did you feel?
It was painful, I must tell you.
In what way?
Mickey Contractor, the person who was doing my makeup, and he was, doing my face, and there was no mirror in front of me.
Oh,
So, and then he'd finished and he showed me the mirror. I almost jumped out of my skin, because it's really strange to look in a mirror and see somebody else. It's a strange experience.
True.
And I was zapped. But then when we were shooting for the film on set, he waxed my chest, and it was painful.
Was it?
He didn't warn me about this, so he just put the wax and he put this cloth and then he just ripped it off. And he told me it's painful. I was like, yeah, okay, it's okay. So when he pulled it off, I was like, doesn't pain. Suddenly, the pain came after like 2-3 seconds and it was mad.
What about your legs?
I had to, shave my legs as well.
How did it feel?
It felt strange really because I used to look at my legs and they looked totally different. I think I started understanding what women go through a little bit after that.
Did you feel like a different person during that time?
No, not really. I mean, I didn't feel like a different person. Though every time I used to look in the mirror, I used to get a start, like, who's this?
But did you find her attractive?
Yeah, I think I was fairly good looking as a woman. There were even a couple of scenes that I had to do after the song, which were tricky because I had to change my voice.
Like how?
So the director suggested that, maybe we'd get some woman to dub. But I said, let me have a go myself. Let me try and,
And you managed it?
Yeah, I think I was not bad.
In your first feature film, Holi, you also shaved your head, didn't you?
Yes, but a lot of people think I shaved my head for the film.
Yeah.
When in fact I shaved my head for some other reason altogether. I lost a girl who I loved. I mean, one day she told me that she didn't love me, and so as a reaction I went and shaved my head off, and it was quite a childish and immature thing to do, but that's what I did. And so when Ketan called me to meet me, I went to meet him and he said, "Where's your hair?" And
So gone with the girl.
Gone with the girl, yeah.
Very intense lover you've been.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, very.
Sounds like it.
Obviously, if you would do something like that, she rejected you.
Yeah, I mean, if you were having a relationship for a fair amount of time, and if she didn't feel that she loved me or didn't value me, that was something that I completely respect, and till today I do respect that decision of hers.
Do you fall in love easily?
Does it sound like that?
No, I mean, do you find it easy to fall in love?
It's just that before I met Reena, I fell in love 4 times really. The first time I didn't say a thing to the girl, I just kept quiet about it.
Silent love.
Silent love. And the second and third time I did speak to the girls that I loved, and unfortunately they didn't love me, and they didn't love me back, and it didn't work out. So it took me a while to get over it. And then I met this other girl who I fell in love with, and we shared a relationship for about a year or more. And then, as I said, it didn't work out. And then I met Reena ultimately.
And she
so
was
I think it takes me about 2 years to fall in love again.
was literally the girl next door.
Well, not next door, but she was like right opposite me, in the building opposite mine, and her window, in fact, was opposite mine.
So you'd sit and look at each other?
Yes, that's how our romance began, actually. You know, we used to look at each other, and I started feeling, you know, I started feeling for her. So I'd spend a little more time than would be natural in front of my window. And then I started sensing that she's doing the same. You know, so I said, I think maybe she's also, you know, liking me. And then I met her and spoke to her about it.
Like, how would you approach her?
Well, I just told her that I, you know, loved her, and I hope that she felt the same about me. As it happened, she said she didn't.
She didn't?
No, she didn't.
Oh, Aamir.
So I was devastated, and I was like, you know, this can't be happening to me again.
Oh, no.
So but I'm not the kind of guy who gives up easily.
Okay, so you didn't take no for an answer.
No, I didn't take no for an answer. Well, more so because I did feel that, you know, she also was in love with me.
But she wasn't admitting it.
She wasn't admitting it. This is what I suspected. So I met her again. I said, look, let's meet again, and you think about it for a couple of days and let me know after that. And she said, I don't need to. I mean, I can tell you right away. So I was like, look, just for my satisfaction, tell me the same thing 2 days from now, and then I won't bother you.
Yeah.
So after 2 days, she met me and said, you know, I still feel the same. So I said, okay, I mean, what am I supposed to do? And I mean, I respect her feelings, and I think that one should respect the feelings of the other person. So I didn't want to push myself on her, and you know, I took no for an answer. And I, you know, started living with it, the fact. I mean, I tried to face the fact, and then...
Didn't go to the window again?
No, I didn't. I really avoided the window, and like, I wouldn't go to a building. And, you know, I was heartbroken, was trying to stay away from her and try and get over her. And then one day I met her on the road, and she said she wants to talk to me. So I was like, yeah, tell me. So she says, not here, you know, we'll meet and talk about it. So, and she was really tense, you know, like she was looking and she was really tense, and both of us really young. So I said, yeah, sure, I mean, I tried to, you know, put her at ease, because I could see that she's really tensed about something, and I could guess what she wants to tell me. So I said, yeah, we'll meet after a few days and take it easy. So then we met, and then, you know, she said to me that, do you still feel the same way about me, like you did a couple of months back?
Okay.
And I said, yeah.
Really?
So that's quite a love story.
And then she told you that she did too?
Yes, yes.
But you used to write letters in blood to her?
Well, once, after which I was, you know, appropriately put in my place.
By her?
By her.
She didn't like the letter?
She didn't like it at all. I mean, she was quite upset with me. And how do you know all this? Yes.
But what would make you do that, write a letter in blood?
You know, I was young, and I thought that if... I just thought of it, it's a way to express the deep love that I have for her. But today I feel that, you know, I mean, I hear of a lot of kids doing that, and I receive a lot of letters written in blood. And I think that it's not a nice thing to do. You don't need to do that to express your love for a person. So I wouldn't advise, you know, youngsters today to do that. I mean, you shouldn't play with your health or your life or the life of the other person for doing that.
True. You used to also sing to her?
Yes, once our romance began, I used to sing to her, which she didn't really like much.
She didn't like it?
No, she didn't. I mean, my family and my friends think I'm an atrocious singer.
So how would you sing to her, and how would you do it? I mean,
well, there was a song that I really liked, and I used to sing to her, that was from Sagar. Chehra hai ya chand khila hai, zulf ghaneri shaam hai kya.
How did you sing it?
I mean, just how the song, you know, ought to be sung. And now I'm really shy, I can't.
Little bit.
चेहरा है या चांद खिला है, जुल्फ घनेरी शाम है क्या, सागर जैसी आँखों वाली, ये तो बता तेरा नाम है क्या.
That's lovely. That's very nice.
So I used to sing to her, and of course she liked the fact that I was singing to her, and I still do occasionally. But now I sing, "Hey, kya bolti tu?" So the song has changed.
When you were 21 and Reena was 19, you both eloped.
Yes.
Why did you do that?
Well, actually, the situation was such that our parents didn't know about us, you know, and mummy and daddy, that's her parents, were, you know, quite upset that she was seeing somebody. At that time, I was really scared and frightened that I would lose her, you know, and she was scared and frightened that she would lose me, and it was a tough decision for us because we loved our parents, and we knew it would hurt them, but it wasn't out of disrespect or rebellion that we did that. It was more out of insecurity that we took that step.
How long in advance did you plan it?
I think about a couple of months, because I wasn't 21, you know, and we had to wait till March 14th when I turned 21.
Okay. You booked yourself at the registrar?
Yes, we gave notice for marriage, and it takes about a month to mature.
And during that month, how did you feel?
Well, we were tensed, and you know that if somebody found out and it would be stopped or whatever. Long time back.
And then?
And you know, then the day arrived, and we went by bus. I still remember 211 from outside my house. Went to Bandra station, crossed over, walked to Griha Nirman Bhavan, I think that's the name of the building, and went in and got married. This took about 15 minutes.
No garlands?
There were a couple of friends with me who brought some garlands along, and we exchanged garlands. That was it.
Box of mithai also?
Yes, I think there was some.
So after the ceremony, you both came home, she went back to her house?
Yeah, we went back to our respective homes, because we were not really ready to live together, actually. I wasn't earning, and she was studying. And,
how did it feel?
Well, we were excited and happy about it, and both of us loved each other very much, and still do. And so, you know, I was relaxed, actually, because the insecurity that was there in me of losing her,
that had gone.
Had gone, because, you know, I was now married to her, to the woman I loved. And I'm really happy to say now that my relationship with my in-laws is a really beautiful relationship. And one of the most touching moments for me was when Daddy said that, you know, he said, I don't think I could have chosen a better husband for my daughter.
That feels good.
And he had tears in his eyes when he said that, and I had tears in my eyes when I heard that. And a lot of times, my parents and Reena's parents have been telling us that now you must, you know, get married again, and we must celebrate it in a big way, and we must have a reception.
I think so.
Maybe on our 25th wedding anniversary.
Inshallah, God willing. Reena acted with you in a film?
Well, not really acted. I mean, this was in Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak, and we were already married by then. We were shooting for that song, Papa Kehte Hain. So she was there on the set that day. So I said to Mansoor, you know, that this is a line that I sing. You know, would it be okay if I sing it to Reena? And he said, yeah, sure, why not? So I had to coax her a bit, and she was like, no, I don't want to sit. And I said, like, it's okay. So finally she agreed, and she sat in the shot. I come to her and I sing this line to her.
मेरा तो सपना है एक चेहरा देखे जो उसको झूमे
The line to her was,
गालों में खिलती कलियों का मौसम
आँखों में जादू होठों पे प्यार.
Okay. But Aamir, why has Reena chosen to stay away from the limelight?
I think it's because she feels that, it's not something that she deserves. This is not the kind of attention that she deserves, because she is not a public personality or an actress. And so somewhere maybe she feels uncomfortable being in the limelight.
Aamir, is it difficult living with you? Because you're a perfectionist, and it can never be easy living with a perfectionist. So tell me, the way you're finicky and exacting, supposedly on sets, are you the same at home?
No, I'm not actually. I'm quite a carefree person at home, and in my personal life, I'm really laid back. And so I don't think I'm a difficult person to get along with. I hope not. Let me check with Reena tonight.
You've got a son and a daughter.
Yes. My son is 6 now, and my daughter is 1 year old.
Can you be a regular father to them?
Well, I spend time at them with home. I play cricket with my son. Occasionally, I read to him at night. And I spend time talking to him. I try and attend the parent-teacher meetings.
You go to the parent-teacher meetings?
Well, yes, I've been fairly regular in my presence as a parent over there, because I don't look upon it as a responsibility. It's something that I enjoy. When I went for a sports day, it was so much fun. I was there and I watched him run the race, and he was really excited to see me. And there were so many kids around, and all the parents were there, and it was such a lovely atmosphere.
And you were just one of them.
And I was just one of them, and I was remembering my childhood. And a lot of the times I try and relive my childhood through Junaid.
Do you and Reena have any rules about bringing up your children?
Well, a few. We don't disagree with each other in the presence of the children.
Okay.
We don't raise our hand on our children. We don't hit them. We try and get them to bed early, though. It's not such an easy task. And they're allowed chocolates and soft drinks only on Sundays. And they're quite happy with that, actually. No spoiling and pampering. Me being an actor, Junaid tends to get a lot of special attention from people around us. He shouldn't feel that he's some son of a star, and so therefore he should get some special treatment.
Aamir, you still live in a flat in the building you were born in. Till a few years ago, you used to drive a Maruti 1000. You don't have a flashy style of living by any means, do you?
No, I guess I don't. Actually, I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't. I guess I am the way my parents have brought me up. I think I'm quite a middle class person with middle class values, and I'm not a flamboyant person. I'm not a flashy person. It doesn't come naturally to me. I have a car, I have a house, and I have a lovely family, and I don't think I need any more. And not to say that I earn less. I earn, a fair amount, I guess.
So Aamir Khan, what is your quest in life now?
I don't know. I think I want to do good work. I want to do good films. I want to do films which I remembered over the years. And personally, I'd like to have a happy life, which in fact, at this point, I am enjoying.
I hope and pray that it continues and you continue to have life your way very successfully. I want to thank you so much for coming today.
It's been a pleasure speaking to you, Simi.
Thank you for this rendezvous.